Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum everyone. Myself Dr. Maimuna Azhar. By profession I am a physiotherapist and today I am going to deliver a lecture on the subject of medical physics where I am going to teach Faraday's law. So as we all know that Faraday produced two laws during the process of electrolysis. So we have already completed the process of electrolysis. How does it work? So we are just going to revive the laws which were produced by Faraday. According to first law of Faraday, the mass of substance liberated or deposited at electrolyte during electrolysis is directly proportional to quantity of charge passes through it. As for example, let me draw this quickly. These are two electrodes and electrolyte is present here. When we turn on the charge, when charge is being produced at this area, the ions will liberate and deposit at these electrodes. And these ions which are liberating and depositing at these electrodes, these are directly proportional to quantity of charge passes through it. So according to that, the mass of substance M is directly proportional to Q. The mass of substance would be directly proportional to quantity of charge produced at that area. So if we add constant out here, M is equal to ZQ. Here Z is electrochemical equivalent. Electrochemical equivalent, it means that according to that, when we are going to add M is equal to ZQ, in this condition, in the presence of electrochemical equivalent, I is the current which passes through the time T and the Q is the charge which is being produced at the electrolyte. According to that, if we identify the Q formula, Q becomes equal to IT. I is the flow of current and T is the time required for flowing the charge or flowing the current. So when we add this formula into this, it becomes M is equal to Z I T. M becomes equal to ZIT, and if the Q becomes equal to 1, then at this point M becomes equal to Z. Now we are going to define Z, the electrochemical equivalent. The mass of substance liberated or deposited at the electrode during the electrolysis is equal to the 1 coulomb of charge which is being passed through the electrolyte. It is just same exactly as the first law of electrolysis. We are just going to add 1 coulomb out here. If 1 coulomb of charge is being produced at this area, then it becomes equal to this. So it's quite easy. So we have understood the first law of electrolysis and electrochemical equivalent. Now we are going to learn its unit. The unit of electrochemical equivalent is gram per coulomb. And the electrochemical equivalent is being produced for the copper and hydrogen. For the copper it is 0.00032 and for the hydrogen it is 0.tetra0105. So now we are completed with the first law of electrolysis. Next, what electrolysis law was produced? After that, in the second law of electrolysis, it was being said that when immense amount of charge is made to pass through any number of electrode, substance liberated at electrode are directly proportional to chemical equivalent. So firstly, we just studied that the amount of charge identified, the more of the substance will be liberated at the electrode. Now, if we produce immense amount of charge at the different electrodes, what will happen? The immense amount of charge is made to pass through any electrolyte and the substance liberated at electrode would be directly proportional to its chemical equivalent. According to that, M1, M2 for example, these are two electrodes where we produce that mass of substance which was being liberated and it is directly proportional to chemical equivalent, and here we are going to identify chemical equivalent with E1 and E2. E1 for M1 and E2 for M2. So according to this condition, M1 over M2 is equal to E1 over E2. This is just simple chemical equivalent. Now, chemical equivalent is directly proportional to electrochemical equivalent and it is being produced from second law of Faraday. So, E1 over E2 is equal to Z1 over Z2. Now we are clear till here. As Z is directly proportional to E. This is electrochemical equivalent and this is just chemical equivalent. Now what we are going to do is, when we are going to finish its proportionality and we are going to add the constant in here, then what will happen? E becomes equal to Fz. Now what is F here? F is Faraday's constant which is being added here. I will let you know about Faraday's constant later. Let me tell you about this. Z. In the last equation we just studied that M is equal to ZQ and Z becomes equal to M over Q. In this condition, according to first law of Faraday, we are going to add it out here. E is equal to F M over Q. Now we want to get to know about F. What we will do, F is here simply what we are going to do. F is equal to E Q over M. Now we are clear with that. F is equal to EQ over M. Now at this condition, at this point, if Q and M becomes equal, then they will be cut it together. They will cancel each other. Then F becomes equal to E. So Faraday's constant would become equal to E if Q becomes equal to M. So according to definition of Faraday's constant, amount of charge required to liberate mass of substance of electrolyte during electrolysis is equal to its chemical equivalent. So according to that, chemical equivalent would becomes equal to that. So now we are clear with both laws of electrolysis. If you guys have any query or any question regarding that, you guys can ask me, you can comment directly or you can contact me directly. I will let you know or make you clear about this. Thank you so much.